Autoimmune disease stems from a traumatic event. If this is true, how can a child be born with an autoimmune disease? So, children can come down with autoimmune disease very easily because they are completely helpless. Uh, just being birthed can be a traumatic event, especially depending on what the hospital's doing. Being separated from the mother, being having the private parts taken care of, like literally right out. What could be more traumatic than that? The mom going off to work and being separated from the child while she's at work or something think about this in a biological sense. Like in the wild, that's death for a child in the wild, a baby animal in the wild to be separated from their mother. Like they have zero chance of survival. And this primitive programming is all part, it's all like this just deep programming in our brain. And this is all, you can explore this more in the work of German New Medicine by Dr. Hammer. But even in the womb, things could happen to the baby. There's even some argument that if the mother's super stressed out, that there's ways that the child could perceive it. So I don't look into, I don't have a lot of experience with that, but it is very easy for a child to experience traumatic event just because they're completely helpless. Think about a kid that hates school and is forced to go to school. Think about a kid that wants a cookie or a Coke or candy and is not allowed to have it, and they lose their mind and they don't know when they're going to get that precious thing again. So, I'm not saying every single traumatic event or every single negative emotion is going to put an organ into overdrive, but there's a chance, depending on how that kid's psyche is wired.